All right, what's up, YouTube? Another episode of Dive Addiction. Today is a little bit different. I am going to be live, so if you're watching this, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment over there, and I'll answer any questions you guys have. And you must leave a comment in order to get put into the drawing for the prizes that I'm going to be giving away. Now, I have a list of things that I wanted to talk about today. That I've got a bunch of questions that people have asked. Plus, I want to talk about my year as a diver. I've only been certified to dive for 1 year. Um, be sure to subscribe. I'm only going to be giving away prizes to subscribers, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Be sure to leave a comment if you got a question or whatever, because the comments are going to be how I'm going to pick who I give a prize to. Any questions you ask, I am going to be answering. So make sure you ask any questions that you have. So what I've got here is, how long have I been diving? I've been certified to dive for 1 year. It's been a great year. I've done a lot of amazing things over the past year. And it completely took a turn. I didn't expect to go where I went with my diving. I kind of had an idea what I wanted to get into, but I didn't know the extent at which I would get into it. So why did I get into diving? I got into diving, like, it was just like one of my harebrained ideas that I wanted to do. I end up wanting to own a catamaran, and I want to sail basically everywhere on a catamaran. So I'm like, well, I need a way to be able to make money when I quit my job and I decide I'm going to sail the world. So I'm like, well, if I get certified to scuba dive, I can teach people to scuba dive. When I get my certification to instruct, I can clean the underside of boats. Everybody needs something fixed underwater, and I'm really good with my hands. So, underwater handyman, that sounds like a pretty high demand job, right? So that was my thinking on why I wanted to get certified to scuba dive, and it's been pretty good. I haven't done too much that I've gotten paid for while scuba diving. I have um, yeah, TA pick me. Um, I went and did a scooter recovery in the Scioto River right after I got certified. Um, I went and they called me out to find one of the bird scooters, like the scooters that you rent. They called me out to go look for one of those. It took me about 20 minutes. I found it, made $120. So there is money in diving if you can get into making the money. So, but the easiest way to become a millionaire as a scuba diver, start out with 2 million. By the time you're done, you'll be a millionaire. Um, my planned dives that I have right now. So planned dives is November, as of right now, November 7th, I'm going to be sinking a airplane with my buddy Ryan with Narc Recovery. Um, we are going to be sinking an airplane in Circleville, and then we are going to do a deep dive on the 13th at Gilboa. Gilboa is one of my favorite dive sites in Ohio. It's the deepest that I've seen in Ohio so far, and it is the clearest that I've seen in Ohio so far. My bucket list dives. Bucket list dives, I've got a few. What? Oh, okay. So I'm paying attention to comments too. So, what weird things have I seen underwater? I have not seen a body. Um, I found a bullet when I was diving at the Blue Heron Bridge. That was interesting. It was just ahead of the bullet, like somebody shot it out of a gun, and it was laying right on top of the sand, so it couldn't have been that old because lead's heavy and it would sink in the sand. I also found a pair of sunglasses on that dive, but I haven't really been anywhere where you can find things that weren't put there on purpose. At least so far. I need to find some of those jobs. They're out there. I mean, you just got to know where to look. It actually came to me from a Facebook page. Somebody told me to check out and it was Ohio Scuba Board or it was one of the Ohio Scuba groups, and I was on there, and somebody tagged me in it, and I was like, all right, you know what? Matter of fact, I ain't got nothing to do. Let's go. He actually called me back to go get about 4 more. I just never went and got them. So bucket list dives. All right, my bucket list dives are going to be. I've only got one that's like the absolute top of the bucket. Let me get my hand back and screen. One is like at the absolute top of my bucket list, and that is the Crystal Caves in the Bahamas. They're absolutely beautiful. After you get done watching this, go check out Jonathan Bird's Blue World or Blue Planet and check out his videos on the Crystal Caves in the Bahamas. They're absolutely beautiful. And it's one of those ones that you're looking at the video, and the whole time you're just sitting there thinking, there's no way at all that this video is doing it justice. There's no way. There's no way. Even he went back and did what's the name of the movie that he did? Ancient Cave. And I haven't seen that yet. It's only in IMAX theaters. I want to check that out, but there's no way that it does it any justice. I appreciate all the likes, guys. I really appreciate that. My certification level. So I've only been certified for a year, and I've kind of done about a 0 to hero year. I went from open water certified in October 11th of last year to I didn't get any more certifications until February. I got my dry suit certification and my ice diving certification all at the same time. I did that with Columbus Scuba. Andy up there is a great guy. That's who I bought my dry suit through. He took care of me on the dry suit, got me into the ice diving class. It was a good time. People always ask me, how do you ice dive? Like, isn't it cold? And actually the answer is yes and no. It is cold, but being in the water is actually when you're warm. It's when you're standing out of the water and you're waiting to get in the water is when you're sitting there freezing. Or if you dove first, now you're standing there wet and you have to be a line tender for the guy that's in the water. And that is the miserable part. When you're in the water, it's just a cold dive. It's really not that bad. It's not as bad as what you would honestly think it would be. Learn how to weld. Scuba welding pays bank. Scuba welding does pay bank, although there are only about 3,000 jobs doing underwater welding in the United States. And me standing out amongst everybody that's went to school for that, because they've been pushing it for people with GI Bills. I know people that went to school for it and they're not doing so good. So I will stick to what I know and I will drive the truck. So I got a few questions that were asked to me on Facebook. And if you get any more questions, feel free to throw them up there. And I will answer them. I got one. It was, why am I the slowest to ascend? I've dove with them one time, but I was having problems on that dive. It was right after I had COVID and I was having reverse block in my sinuses. I can't answer that one 100%, but I can say this. There's no such thing as coming up too slow unless you run out of the air on the way up. So manage your air, manage your ascent speed. The slower you come up, the safer you are on a recreational dive level. That's not necessarily true once you get into tech. Once you get into tech, you need to actually follow a schedule, which is part of one of the prizes that I'm going to be giving away today. One of the prizes that I'm going to be giving away is a wrist slate. These things are amazing. You can put your schedules on here. You can write to your buddy. They're great to have. I absolutely love these things, and I will be giving away 2 of these here in just a little bit. So make sure you stay tuned and keep commenting over there. And I will be giving away 2 of these. And there's a couple more prizes also. Let's see. Wait a minute. You started diving in the same time I started. Yes, I did start diving the same time you started your YouTube channel, Jeff. Yeah, right around the same time, because you started October 16th. I got certified October 11th, so I technically started a little bit earlier, but yeah. So ascent rate, just keep a good ascent rate and you'll be fine. And then this is a good one. I like this one. What is partial pressure? Okay, so partial pressure is the part of, all right, so the air that you're breathing is divided into parts. Okay, regular air that you breathe is 21% oxygen, or 20.9, but 0.1 is minute gases, and then 79% is your nitrogen. So to find a partial pressure of oxygen, you got to know at what depth you're going to be diving. So you take your depth and your pressure, or your mix that you're going to be diving. You find out the pressure for that depth, and then it's basically the exact same as if you were to oh man, I hate when I get on camera. I start having brain farts. So basically, for every 33 feet you go, your pressure doubles. So your partial pressure is going to double also. Just like your oxygen is going to be a fraction of your actual air, which is going to be 0.21 on the surface. So when you're breathing off that air, your partial pressure is going to be 0.21. When you go down to 33 feet, your partial pressure of oxygen would be hold on. It would be 1 point. I'll get back to that one. I'll actually have to make a video on partial pressures. To explain all that math would literally take the entire time I want to do live, and I will definitely be making a video on that one. Do I really need to do a safety stop? No, you do not need to do a safety stop. It's not a mandatory stop. Now, if it were a decompression stop, that is mandatory. When you start doing decompression, those are mandatory stops. A safety stop is only there for your safety. It is highly advised that you do a safety stop, but it is not mandatory that you do a safety stop. Yes, you could draw the fish you see while you're diving. There are people that actually do draw underwater, and there are people that take a ton of pictures, and then they go back in editing and they edit all of those pictures that they took into one big picture, and it's actually really cool. I would have to pull up some of the pictures, which I don't know how to do that while I'm on live to show you guys. But I will put those in a video. There's some people that do really amazing with that. There's some Great Lakes ones where you can see the entire wreck in one picture, and it's absolutely beautiful. I can't help it. I said I would answer any question anybody asked me. So if you have a weird question, ask it. This one is hilarious, and I can't believe I'm answering it. Does your dick shrink while you're diving because of pressure? No, it does not shrink while you're diving because of pressure. Water temperature is another story. Water temperature, yes. Because of pressure, no. Because your body is liquid. You can't compress a liquid. So it doesn't shrink because of water pressure. Do you pee in your dry suit? Yes, I do. I did a video on that. Oh, no. I was scared that this was going to do that. Oh, don't mess with me now. We're going to deal with it. I don't know how to fix that. It did it earlier. I need to get a different cord. That's all there is to that. That one needs a different cord. It keeps getting like interference with stuff or something. So anyway, I'm going to deal with this. It is what it is. I'm going to buy a different cord. Do you pee in your dry suit? Yes, I do. I have a pee valve in my dry suit, and I wear a condom catheter. Check out my condom catheter video. I will pin the right up here somewhere. There will be a tag that pops up, and I will do a video on that. Well, I've done a video on that. Sorry. I'm trying to do too many things at once. What is the MOD of Argon? Funny story behind this question. There is no MOD of Argon. The MOD of Argon is on the surface, and you really shouldn't breathe it because it's heavier than air, and it will sit in your lungs, and it's harder to push the argon back out of your air. But it will make your voice sound really cool. But if you breathe on argon at depth, you will only breathe on argon at depth one time, and you will never breathe on argon at depth again. So I guess you could say your sac rate is the rest of your life on argon. Perdix or Sunto? I own a Perdix. I guess it comes down to your budget, because the only reason you would buy a Sunto is because you can't afford a Perdix. Patty or SSI? This is one that there's no correct answer. So the correct answer is yes. When you want to go get certified, who do you want to go through to get trained? The answer is literally yes. Yes to the best instructor. Yes to the best dive shop when it comes to instructing that. So just because there's an instructor, like I'm going to use some of my examples, okay? Ryan Parkovich, who trained me to do my advanced nitrox and decompression procedures, is a great ANDP class instructor. Would I use Ryan Parkovich to teach me how to do side mount? He does side mount fine, but I wouldn't use him personally to learn how to do side mount. I think the best instructor for you is the person that you feel is the most knowledgeable that you can access to get training from. So I try and look at not only who they are, but what they do as a diver. So he does do side mount, but he is an incredible back mount diver. He's a pretty good rebreather diver, but I wouldn't use him to teach me to do side mount. There's a lot of classes that I would go to him with. Hopefully when I go and I do my intro to cave, maybe he'll be there when I do that. I don't know. I wouldn't use him to do my intro to cave because I want somebody that's in and out of caves every single day to do my cave classes. You want the best person in the industry to teach you how to do it, but not just the best that you're going to retain their information that they're trying to give you from. How does your family deal with you being one? And they complain about it, but it is what it is. Sometimes, I'm not around as much, but I try and involve everybody in it. I'm getting my oldest son certified to scuba dive in June. And I'm sure the others will probably follow if they want to. Split fins, another comment I got, or question I got. Split fins, ? No. No. Split fins are great if you have leg problems. If you have problems with getting leg cramps from other fins because they're too stiff, split fins are probably better for you. But in my opinion, split fins, no. Favorite dive buddy? I don't know how to answer that because one of y'all is going to get mad, and I'm sure all of you are going to see it. So fuck it, I'll say it. My favorite dive buddy has to be Ryan because he does some of the craziest shit while we're diving. He's also one that taught me a lot. I'm not one of those card collectors. I don't want to go out and get every certification that you can get for scuba diving. So I like to learn from people. I learned a lot from Ryan. He was there pretty early on in my diving. I started dry suit diving with him. I got certified through Andy, but you know, training will only get you so far, and then you have to practice and develop on those skills. And I learned a lot from Ryan. Ryan was definitely helpful. He sent me helpful videos and stuff like that. And he's also a really good dive buddy. He's the only one that I can really go deep with, that I dive with all the time. And yeah. How deep have I gone? My record depth. Oh, hey, look, my camera quit doing the stupid stuff. Sweet. My record depth so far is 139 feet. So 139 feet, and that was during my advanced nitrox and decompression procedures class, and that was not a decompression dive. So yes, it was scheduled as a decompression dive, but because of our dive profile, I never had mandatory decompression. The only mandatory decompression I had was because I continued to run the schedule. Yeah, but Kenny's not the best diver. He's got a lot to work on, but he is definitely getting better as a diver. But he still has stuff that he needs to work on, and that to me is fun, working on stuff with people, because then I get to go and I get to point out, like, you suck right here in this part of the video, you suck, and I'm going to continue to do that. Do you pee in your wetsuit? There are two types of people in this world: those who pee in their wetsuit and fucking liars. Okay, that's all there is to that one. What is your favorite underwater snack? I have not ate anything underwater yet, but that will be coming eventually, I'm sure. I've seen people eat bananas. I've seen people eat Rice Krispie treats. I've seen people eat gummies underwater, and I've also seen people drink out of bottles and Camel Packs. Camel Pack is like an actual, like, not a bad way to drink. I don't think I would ever drink out of a bottle underwater, because I don't want to just drink the water. Din or yolk? So din or yolk, they're talking about regulators. For anybody that's not a diver, what we're talking about when we say din or yolk is this right here, how your regulators hook up. So this one is a din. The din screws directly into the tank. Now a yoke doesn't have this, and the O-ring is on the tank, not on the regulator. I like yoke I like din because din, I'm the one that's responsible for that O-ring. And that also comes to my second prize that I'm going to be giving away. And the second prize that I'm going to be giving away today is going to be replacement O-ring kit for your Save a Dive kit. I will be giving away these and the wrist slates. So, all right. Will you make a video doing that to Andy's? He's kidding. Yeah, absolutely I will. I'll look forward to diving more with Andy and videoing him and showing him where he sucks. Because you know what? Every dive that I go on, I'll take my Insta360 and it just floats around above me. And then while it's floating up there, I'll go back and I'll review my video. The nice thing is I can look at everything that's going on around me. So I might see, like, oh, I did this. It was kind of weird while I was diving. Look around and go, oh, well, it's because I was getting ready to do this. Why did I do that? So then I can go, well, what could I change to make it suck less? So I'm probably my harshest critic. I go back and watch my own videos all the time, and I'll look at what I was doing during that dive and what I should change. And I might actually be doing a video of me literally just doing a dive and pointing out everywhere I suck. So I won't just do it to other people if I won't do it to myself. So I will be doing that. I hope I win dive equipment. I can't even swim. I will make sure that if you win dive equipment, Jeff, that I give it to somebody else. Let's see. All right, so I am going to, everybody that's watching this, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment right now, because right now I'm only seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only seeing 4 people are actually have commented on here. Thumbs up. Yeah, bro. I'm actually seeing only a few people have commented on here. So as of right now, like if I'm going to give stuff away, everybody in here is going to get a prize. So I'm cool with that. I mean, I don't care, but it'd be cool if there were more people. I'm also just now taking sign language classes. I got an app so I can learn how to do American Sign Language so that I can learn how to sign stuff for diving. I don't know very much yet, but me learning sign language. Me know a little sign language. And the only reason I'm learning sign language is for scuba diving. So this way I can communicate when I don't want to use this. If I have a dive buddy that actually knows American Sign Language, which I think that would be awesome because then you could have a full-blown communication underwater if the dive plan changes. Because these are great for putting your dive plan on. And when you put your dive plan on one of these, if things change, yes, you have a pencil, but you've only got so many pages until you're out of pages. Now, you could also take a book down with you and write a book, but I mean, I'm not a book writing kind of guy. All right, so everybody that's watching right now, I'm going to say is going to win a prize because I'm not going to stretch out a live forever. This one's already 26 minutes, and I'm not going to keep waiting to get more people in on live. I'm still new. I've only got 150 something subscribers. So everybody that's watching right now, get a hold of me on Facebook because I literally know all of you. And tell me what you want out of my prize package, and I will give you a prize. So I appreciate everybody that watched this. I'm kind of rough. I need to get a new camera cord apparently because it wants to be look like I'm getting pulled over by the police in my living room. I know it's a mobile home, but we ain't mobile right now. But it don't count. Andy didn't comment on it. He's got to be on his YouTube, like it and comment. But yeah, make sure you guys are watching all my videos, subscribe, hit the little bell icon, and I'm definitely going to be doing this again. I'm going to have more and bigger prizes in the future. I'm probably going to give away a dive computer at some point in time. I see that happening because it was one of the prizes that I won and I don't think I'm going to use. So if I end up not using it, it will definitely be me giving it away. Give Andy your prize. All right, Jeff, I'll give Andy your prize. I will be doing all kinds of stuff this coming year. I'm going to get cave certified this year. I am going to do my 100th dive. I want to try and do it in November, but there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to be diving naked in January. If this video gets 1 million likes before I do my 100th dive, I'll naked dive in ice. I don't give a shit. I mean, I'll do a naked dive on New Year's on live. Well, if I have 1,000 subscribers, I'll do a naked dive on live and get kicked off of YouTube and have to start all over again. I really don't want to do that, so please don't give this 1 million likes. I swear, because I will do it. I'm a man of my word. If I get 1 million likes, I would definitely do it. November, I am going to try to get my 100th dive in. If it doesn't work out for me for November, I will be doing it in January on New Year's. I will get my 100th dive down in Florida. I'm not doing it in Ohio. That's not going to happen. Pink tutu. I'm not diving in. That could be a great Halloween one, Jeff. Come get dive certified. We'll get you in a pink tutu, and it'll look like somebody got a screwed up fishing net stuck somewhere in the water, but it'd be hilarious to watch. But I appreciate all of you guys. I was gonna go diving today, but my back screwed up yesterday. I was just laying there and my back gave out on me. I ended up having to go to the hospital. They didn't even look at it. They just said, have some morphine. And we wonder why we got so many junkies in America. I mean, I'm not complaining about the morphine at all. I don't really like doing drugs. It made my back feel better, but I wish they would have looked at my back and tried to help me out that way. So that's why I didn't go diving today. Otherwise, there'd be a diving video that would be posted tomorrow. So this weekend, y'all just get this little boring live. Hopefully, it was somewhat entertaining and informative. I'm definitely going to try and work on this because I know I need to work on my camera skills. It's kind of why I'm doing it. Yeah. I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you share this and get it out there to more people. And I will see you guys on the next dive. So make sure you guys are out there getting wet. If you're a diver, if you're not a diver, you only live once. Don't wait until you die to learn how to dive, because once you learn how to dive, you're gonna be, why didn't I learn how to do this sooner? You know, I'm 34 years old, and I wish I would have started this when I was 10, when they let you start diving. So my 10-year-old will be certified next year. So I will see you guys. Have a good one. See you on the one. I don't get it, but okay. All right, man. I'll see you guys later.